Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome along to the fourth and final live dissection of I'm a Celebrity. We've got the pink memo tonight. It's Nicola McLean. Hi, Nicola.
Hi, how are you?
We so didn't plan this, but we're just on the same page.
Just wavelength.
4 weeks, another 4 weeks would be totally matching haircuts, everything. How are you?
Yes, I'm good. I'm gutted that it's over. What am I going to do with my evenings?
I know it feels weird tonight. Usually we come off this and then it's, get ready for the episode, but not tonight. What a week it's been. What have you made of the final week?
Oh, I've just loved it. Honestly, I think it definitely has been the nicest bunch that we've ever had. And I've really just enjoyed them. I've enjoyed getting to know the people when the camps got smaller, because obviously, then they get more airtime. It's just been a fantastic week. I mean, Danny does not stop smiling, does he? He's lovely and definitely a worthy winner.
Well, yeah, I kind of want to go through the top three, first of all, starting with Richard. He has been a machine in these trials. I mean, the eating and the drinking trials. I don't think he realizes how good he's been and how much of a support he's been to everyone else. What have you made of Richard?
I've absolutely loved him. I knew nothing about him before he went in. I can't lie to you, but I'm absolutely a big fan now. He's been so funny, isn't he? Like, how's a reverend that funny? That's a judgment, but I wouldn't have expected him to be so funny. His humour's brilliant. I love it. I love when he has like dirty humour as well. It's really funny. And he's been fantastic. Him and GK are definitely going to double up, I reckon, because they formed a lovely friendship. He could have won it. I think in any other year, most of them could have won it. I keep on saying this, but yeah, he did so well to get third, but really he was a worthy winner as well. He's, and as you say, an absolute machine when it comes to eating and drinking. I mean, that fish bowl, Colleen smashed the drinking trial as well, and then couldn't do that. That was a step too far. And he just powered on, didn't he? It was like, oh, how are you doing that? But yeah, absolutely love him.
Yeah, what did you make of? Because he does seem to have had his fair share of the eating trials. But that fishbowl, are you someone that has to put your dinner down when you watch that, or do you like to see them suffer a little bit?
So the drinking ones don't make me gag as bad, but when I watch them eating stuff, honestly, I gag so badly on it. Like, I think it's post-traumatic stress from when I did it, because I really know the feeling, the textures, like when the testicle burst in your mouth, like disgusting. So I really do gag at them. But the drinking wasn't around when I was there, so I didn't, thank goodness, have to drink anything. So I could watch that one. I don't like it when they start dribbling and stuff. Ugh. But I can watch that a lot better than when they're doing the eating ones. The eating ones, I'm fully gagging.
I'm just surprised we've not seen more memes of Richard, like, when he goes like this. I don't know, it just has me in hysterics.
Oh my God. And what did he say when he said something, didn't he, in a really funny voice when he smashed one of the trials? What did he say? Do you remember?
I can't remember. He was just like, it was horrible or something.
Yeah, something like that. We should have memes of that, because that was brilliant. He's legendary.
I know. So then moving on to second place, Colleen. To be honest, at that final, I really did think she was going to get to first place, but she did incredible anyway to get to second place. Why do you think Colleen got so far?
I think that she's just been a trooper, hasn't she? I think that she's smashed all the trials that she's been given. She's been calm, she's been steady. When her sons come into camp, I was fully gone, like hysterical crying. I don't know how, because the eldest out of the two didn't want to go, did he? He was crying, and you could see he really wanted his mummy. I'd have walked out probably, but she's stoic. She's really strong female, and good for her. She's come across amazingly well, and it's just lovely to hear her say, she's proud of herself, and she's used to putting other people first. And I think as a mum and a wife, I really, really understand that, because we do spend, and dads as well, I'm just speaking for mums because it's about Colleen, but yeah, I think we spend all our time putting our husband and our kids first, especially married to a sportsman. It's all about them, and it's quite a hard job to be married to a sportsman. It's not for the faint-hearted. So she's done ever so well to be a fantastic wife and mum, and it's her time now, and it's lovely to see.
Yeah, it seems to have given them that kind of confidence boost. Moving on, obviously, to first place with Danny. He was so genuine. He was so open through the series. Do you think that's what got him that crown in the end?
I'd be honest, I think they've all been so open. So I don't think it's necessarily the being open. I think it's how jolly he is. Like, he's always smiling. Okay, we had a couple of tears when he spoke about his mental health and stuff. But apart from that, he's been the one, hasn't he, with the huge smile on his face constantly. Like, he literally lights up the camp. And, you know, obviously it's a massive advantage that he's so talented and that they gave him the guitar, because, you know, he's entertained us. He's wonderful singing, getting everyone else involved. Him and Barry's relationship together, that definitely helps. They get on so well, and it was lovely to see. I think that the little secret mission that they gave him to hide the dolls, that certainly swung him some votes as well, because that was really funny, wasn't it? And I think, as I say, any of them, OT as well coming forth, they could have all won it. So it's just those little moments for Danny that just edged it for him, I think.
Yeah, I love that trial with the dolls. I was just expecting even more after that mannequin. I don't know what I was expecting, but I was.
They should have had like one of his band members in there or something.
They should have put a real person in something. I don't know.
Tom Fletcher sitting in there, and he had to hide him or something.
Yeah, you mentioned there about the surprise visits. Obviously, all of them had some friends or some family come into the camp. You've said before you're a big crier anyway. What were you like watching everyone else get surprised?
Hysterical crying. I'm not even joking. Like, not even just like tiny tears. I'm talking like that sort of crying. My husband walked downstairs and was like, "Are you all right?" I was like, "I don't know." Like, it was so emotional. But I did think, hear me out on this one, Colleen and Danny, they had such an advantage to have their kids in there, because that really plays at the public's heartstrings. You know, seeing Alan with his brother, okay, fine. But Oti with her husband, okay, lovely. But the Reverend with his friend, was it his friend or brother? His brother as well, I think. And, you know, fine. I wasn't crying at any of those. But when the kids were in there, so I knew the top. I mean, I've been saying Colleen was going to win it since before it started. Obviously, she made second. But once I seen Danny with his son and wife, and Colleen with her two sons and her mum, they were top two from there. So slight disadvantage to not have your kids in there, I think.
That is a really good point, though, because those two were the ones with the kids in there. Do you think that played a factor?
100%, 100%. Seeing how lovely Danny was with his son and how beautiful he was with his wife, 100% that would have got him votes. And then to see Colleen again staying strong, having her little cry, but just, you know, you could just see such a good mum. And of course, that's going to make the public love you even more when they see those precious moments. So I did think it was unfair for the other campmates, but this is the way the cookie crumbles, isn't it? But definitely that would have won them votes.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm a bit cold-hearted, so I was kind of just watching it normally. I actually enjoyed more when they had the deluxe meal. I look forward to that every series, when they get to order anything off the menu. And we had a question, I think it was Alex on Facebook on there, asked, what would you order if you could go back in? What would be your 3-course meal?
What would be my 3-course meal? I think I would have, I don't know what I'd have for a starter. I think I'd have like steak and chips and blue cheese sauce as my main. I'm not a dessert girl, so I'd maybe have like cheese and biscuits. I'd definitely have fizz, so some Prosecco. And for a starter, maybe some pate and toast. Oh, nice.
I said exactly the same, cheese and crackers all the way.
Yeah.
Of course, the biggest trial of the series is that Celebrity Cyclone, which we got to see the Final Four do. What did you make of that? It was more intense than normal, it seemed. A double dunk with the water. What did you think?
I thought they smashed it. I thought they absolutely smashed it. They made it look quite easy. So I don't know if that was ITV's intention. I'm sure it wasn't. But I think that they all... That's the thing. They've all been powerhouses, haven't they? Do you know what I mean? I knew Richard would go first because he's probably like the least physically fit. And then the other ones, you just knew they were going to smash it and not sort of... You know, there's no way Colleen was going to over-dramatise it or anything. She's literally just going to get it done. Danny, you knew that was going to take the sort of leading star role. So, yeah, I think they looked like they made it very easy, but it looked really fun.
And always easy when, you know, Danny works his top off, but we'll say no more on that one. I want to go back to GK because she seemed to leave a little bit sooner than I'd expected. And I wondered, why do you think that was? Do you think the viewers are maybe a little bit more old school and not as familiar with TikTok? Why did GK go so soon? Because a lot of people said she would make it to the end.
Yeah, it was a shame for GK because, again, I'll say the same thing. I would have been buzzing if she'd have won it. Like, there's not really many of them that I wouldn't have thought was like worthy winners, and she definitely would have been a great winner. But yes, she's probably not got the fan base that the other people have got. But then has Colleen? But, you know, I don't know. So, yeah, it's a weird one with her, isn't it? I just think this camp was so strong. But when her and the Reverend got together, I thought that would push her, you know, push the votes up again because they were so lovely with each other. But I also think when she stopped being GK and become Grace, she was a lot more mellow. So maybe she didn't get as much airtime. It can loads of factors, you know, not doing she did trials at the beginning, didn't she? And then not so much towards the end. That you don't realise how one episode can change things. So, you know, depending on how much airtime you're getting or what your edit is, depends on whether people are going to pick up that phone and vote for you. And if you don't get very much airtime, people don't pick up the phone, they choose someone else. It's quite fickle, I think, personally, the voting, unless you are a real fan of one of them, you know. But Danny will have full-on die-hard fans. That's different. But if you're just watching as a viewer and doing your votes, isn't it, on your app, if you're just doing it as a viewer, I think it was changing constantly for people with the edit. Maura, I mean, how she went, it's crazy.
Yeah, and you're so right. She did kind of start coming away from the trials towards the end. Maybe it was that. Last week you mentioned, you know, after the jungle, everyone says they're going to be friends and we're going to go out together, and that doesn't really happen. Friendships start to fizzle naturally. Do you think GK Barry and Richard will keep that friendship? Because she said she wants to take him for a vajazzle. He's taking her to the opera. Do you think it'll happen? Do you think they'll stay as close as they are?
Oh, I hope so. But I mean, as I say, it's really, I think unless they go on to like work together, you know, you just go back to your normal life, and you've got your friends that you've had for years, and they're priority, aren't they? So, you know, I think GK's got a tour. We'll plug that for her. You're welcome. She's got a tour, not a tour. She's going performing at like Wembley, I think it is, and I think she'll have him as a special guest one night.
I hope so. I'll be watching. I'll be at the front to do a tour. What's been
your... go. We should get her to send us tickets. We've been nice to GK Barry. We should go.
Yeah, come on, GK. I'll send you my address. What's been your favourite moment of the whole series? I mean, we've talked about some great moments, some emotional moments over the last few weeks, but what has been your pick?
I think probably Maura. A is for arsehole. I wish I could say. I wish I could do an Irish accent, but I won't offend all the Irish watchers who I love. I love the accent, so I won't offend them. But yeah, she gave us some good moments, didn't she? I liked her in the junkyard, how ruthless she was. So I think she's given us some really good moments.
Yeah, she has. Have we got time for some viewer questions? Yes, we do. Cheryl asks, can you hear Ant and Dec shouting, "Get me out of here" at the start of the show? Nicola, can you hear them?
No, you can't. You can't hear. But when sometimes when I did the show after the extra show, you would shout down to camp and they could hear you, and then you'd get really in trouble. But no, I never once heard Ant and Dec shout.
Oh. I always thought, you know, the notes or something. Oh, well, interesting.
They probably film it at certain times and stuff. I don't know. Is it live when they do that bit? Probably not.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, that's got the live book, so legally it has to be live.
Okay.
Del Boy wants to shout out to his son, Miguel. Hi, Miguel.
Hi, Miguel.
Ariane on Facebook asks, which 3 celebrities would you put into the jungle next year if you could put any 3 people in there?
I'm a massive Pamela Anderson fan. I really love her, so I'd put her in. I would put Victoria Beckham in. I'm aiming high, aren't I, guys? And Ronaldo. Imagine him in there. That would be epic. I don't know why I've just picked him, but I mean, he'd be great to look at. And also, he's so arrogant. It'd be fantastic to watch.
Would you not want to put someone in that you don't like to see them suffer?
No, because I don't think you suffer in there. Honestly, I say it time and time again. If you get offered to do that show, go for it. I think it's like under 300 people have ever been in the jungle, me being one of them. So I feel so privileged, and it's a life-changing, unique experience. And I just don't think it's, you know, you suffer. I wouldn't want anyone I don't like to do it, because I wouldn't want them to have that privilege.
It's more of a holiday for you, wasn't it? Let's face it. Posty on YouTube wants to know if we know anything more on Melvin and Carol Vorderman. Well, we did see Melvin say kind of to be continued on Unpacked the other night. I don't know anything else. I mean, Nicola, can you see there being a date there?
I think they probably should go for a date. I think she owes him that. I mean, imagine being that spoke about in I'm a Celebrity and you weren't even in the camp. So I think she owes him for the airtime. She should definitely go on a date with him. I think he's so cute as well. They'd be lovely together. They
would. Nicola, that's all we've got time for already.
No, don't leave me.
It's been an incredible 4 weeks of I'm a Celeb dissection. We've loved reading your columns in Sunday's papers as well. But that's it now until the 25th series comes back next year. I'm hoping we can get you back, Nicola, for something. Celebrity Big Brother, maybe, if the bosses are watching.
Yes, definitely. We have to come back for that because that's my second favourite.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Nicola, thanks again for joining us for the last few weeks. Thanks for everyone watching and sending in your questions as well. I just don't know what we're going to do with our evenings now, but hey ho, here's to next year.
See you next time, guys. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye.